Well, hello. It's a lovely Saturday morning here. I canceled plans with a friend because I've been feeling just kind of burnt out and overwhelmed by everything going on beyond these four walls. And I just decided to have a relaxed day. But of course, my body decided that I needed to wake up before 7 o'clock in the morning. My alarm normally goes off at 7 a.m. So 6:45 is when I wake up, even on my days off. Oh, so fun. It'd be great to be a peasant who needs to go milk cows or something because my body is up like clockwork. I really would love to sleep in someday, but who the hell knows? I even drugged myself up last night and I couldn't sleep in. So today, I am going to do a little cleaning around the house and okay, maybe a lot of cleaning around the house. It's springtime. It's getting a little dusty. I need to actually get off my butt and do things and organize and stuff like that. And tomorrow I have to get up on my roof, and I really don't want to get up on my roof. Whoa. One of the things I've been working on is that I secondhand found a whole bunch of super fine crochet and tatting thread, and it's been fun to work with. I bought a whole ton of it, like a big gallon size bag. Was it 2 gallon size bags? But it was only like $5. And so I bought it and I've been having fun with it. And one of the things I'm going to do is, well, I am doing, is I'm making this little ombre pineapple. Don't mind that. I'll cut that off later. This little ombre pineapple doily. I love it. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with pineapple. I'll show you a little bit later over there. There's some earrings that I made. They're massive pineapples. And I'm going to stretch it in this frame that I also got secondhand. I didn't even know that they came in little hexagons. Pentagons, hexagon. Yeah, geometry, don't fail me now. And I'm going to stretch it in there, and I have a ways to go. One of the unfortunate things is, as I'm like totally twisting everything through everything, don't do that, Jamie. Oh, I just made it worse. I swear. But I'm running really low on the dark pink. I should have started with the dark pink and gone lighter because, of course, I've got far more of that. So now I have to decide if I'm going to do like a purple outside of that or go back to the kind of peachy color or just start, I don't know. Decisions have to be made. But really, I'm going to work until I have run out of the pink. And then I am going to maybe do a micro bit of gardening to get motivated to wind to this somehow. Where are we? Is it this way? Oh. Goodness. I will also tell you that I'm glad I'm doing this now and using up a bunch of this thread, because I can tell in a few years that I am not going to be able to do this. It is a little difficult on the hands, very difficult on the eyes. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super nearsighted. And yeah. So I got to do this. You get to see me in my natural habitat. But yeah, I don't know why I got onto pineapples. I've been wanting to make a pink and white pineapple garland for my Christmas tree. And so I bought a bunch of variegated pink and white crochet thread and got that started. But true to myself, do you think I finished anything? No. No, I was going to take it for a travel project, but all my tiny hooks are these fantastic, I can't see you, so I don't know if you can see, all these fantastic vintage, probably getting close to antique steel hooks. This one's a boy size 11, made in the USA. We don't make a lot here anymore. And I'm afraid that TSA, or I guess ICE now, what the heck, will take them away from me in the matter of national security, instead of allowing me to create pretty little pineapples. And all I want to do is create pretty little pineapples. I think that's really a metaphor for a lot of us right now. So much going on out there, and all we want to do is create pretty little things and bring a little bit of joy. Do you want to pull a gratitude card with me? Oceans. The ocean is like a whole different planet right here on this planet. There are freaky ass monsters living in places humans can't get to, doing all kinds of freaky fish stuff we don't even know about. Also, oceans are pretty. Think of an ocean, any ocean. Pretty AF, right? So today, we're grateful for oceans. Back in my normal spot. I have cleaned my room, put away all my clothes, started a load of laundry, hung that picture that actually fell a few months back. I don't know why I couldn't do that sooner. And so as a reward to myself, I am going to work on this. So I finished off that pink, that kind of deep rosy pink, and I am going to dribble little flowers. Oh, let me show you the front of that. In and out through it, right? They'll be sewn on later. I bought like a massive bag of different colors of the vintage mini flowers, and it was like $2. And so I'm just like, I have the urge to use it. Now, the question is, do I go for a slightly brighter traditional pink, or do I go for a lavender? Now, the lavender is a little bit bigger. Actually, as I'm doing this, I'm going to say no to the lavender. And I'm going to say yes to the slightly more traditional pink. Apparently, it's pink day today. Didn't notice that. So it's just a little bit lighter than the Dusty Rose, which is great. And I think it would go pretty okay with those flowers. Right? Okay. I think that decision's made. Now that that decision has been made, the question is, do I start on this again? Do I go do the dishes? happy Sunday. Oh, I'm going to show these off. Like I said, I'm obsessed with pineapples right now. Ooh, not the most flattering look on me. I also made this sweater, so as I sit down, it was knitted side to side. So I started over, which side? I don't know. One side and then added on and then knit to the other side and decreased and everything like that. Got little from the Japanese Knitting Stitch Bible. Little bits on the arms and around the neck. And I thought my earrings went pretty well with it. But it's Sunday and yesterday was a pretty good self-care day. I definitely did some stuff around the house that needed to be done. I went on a walk because it was so beautiful and sunny. And then I came home and finished well, it didn't finish, but I got done crocheting and then I put it in the little frame and crocheted around the edges. Make you focus on that. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Anyways, I think it's really pretty. It is a tiny bit loose on the inside because I can see, I know exactly where I made a mistake right in here. So I'm not going to go back because, oh my goodness. I made it a little tight because all of this is a little bit tighter. So what I really should have done was, so I have 9 on the pineapple here. I should have done 11 here and then 13, but also in here, this is 13. But also in here, I should have put a couple more chains so it wasn't quite as tight. I probably wouldn't have had to crochet as far. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some flowers on it, but I think I might cinch in the first couple of rounds, or at least the first round of this, to be able to tighten it up a little bit so it doesn't start to sag at a certain point, because I would be really sad if this started to sag, because I don't know, I'm just really, really pleased with this so far. So I have all of these. I think they're miniature lilacs. Sorry, it's a little dark, but I don't want the big light on right now. I have all of these, and they're like little dusty rose colored lilacs that I thought would be cute as individual flowers, but I don't just want to put it there because I don't want it to be, you know, just an afterthought clump of flowers on there. I want it to be a little bit more integrated into the thing. So I started and hold on, put it in front of my face. Oh, hide the face. Maybe. Okay. So I started pulling one apart, and we're going to use a little bead in the center and put it onto here. But I need to decide on a bead color now, because it's always about decisions. Sometimes it's decision fatigue for sure, but we're just going to pick. I actually set aside some beads that I thought might be good. We have a little variety of beads here. I can never get this thing to focus appropriately on anything but me. Maybe that's just because I'm the most important part. But yeah, those are my bead options. So let's see what we have. And I might need to unload my memory because I'm seeing that I have such a small amount of time left. So hold on. Okay, as you can see, this is my tiny little flower. My tiny little lilac, which by the way is one of my absolutely favorite flowers. I cannot wait until they are in full bloom and the whole entire world smells like them. So as you can see, here's my teeny tiny little flower, my little lilac. I love lilacs. And so we're just gonna simply like tie them in different spots. I am gonna also tie them around the color changes so I don't have to worry, but I wanna do a center bead. And so my options are a little amber, which isn't bad, little lilac, which I think that blends in a little too much, so I'm going to say no to that one. I have a green one, which I think would add a nice little bit of contrast. No, 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 no. Ooh, drop that one on the floor. A little bit of silver. Oh, I don't know. That one might not be too bad. A pearl, faux pearl. That would be great if it was smaller, which means that this gold one is not going to work because it's too big too. Yeah. Okay, so my options are the silver or the amber. And honestly, I think I like the amber the best. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So I'm just going to do it up here. No. Get a little mouthy with my thread because I'm a little mouthy in general. So we'll just pop the flower on, pop the bead on, go back through the flower, and I'll get that so that doesn't show as much, and then I'll just secure it. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna work on that. I'll probably end up editing some videos and stuff a little bit later, but I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. Well, thank you for joining me for my little self-care weekend. It wasn't much, but it was really refreshing, and I think I really needed that. Taking Friday, a big chunk of Friday off, and just kind of doing whatever Saturday and finishing a project on Sunday. And now I am going to edit a bunch of videos, which I've been putting off, so I don't have as many giant gaps in YouTube, because my goal is to put a bunch of videos on YouTube this year and share what I'm doing. I've also been taking some sewing classes, and I would love to share some of that, of altering pants patterns to fit your own body better, my own body better. I can't speak to your body, unfortunately. I wish I could. But yeah, this was lovely. So I hope if you have the privilege of taking a weekend home alone by yourself without having to go anywhere or do anything, you're just doing some basic, super basic, easy household chores, that it'll be refreshing for you. Just crafting in basic chores. It was lovely. Anyways, I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you join me on my next round. And I would love to know what one of your big goals for this year is.